In this video I'm going to give an overview of the Cloud CXV 225 and Cloud CXV 425 100 volt line direct drive amplifiers. The 4-channel 4x250 watt 100 volt line amplifier and the 2x250 watt 100 volt line direct drive amplifier respectively. Well, Steph, I've got a question for you. Can you guess what it is?
I can, yeah.
What's the weather looking like, wise?
Bit
Cloudy,
cloudy.
isn't it, actually?
It's a little bit cloudy, old Mr. Ward.
So in that very building is probably where half of my audio collection was made.
Yeah.
And probably more.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's not looking cloudy, it's looking a bit black and bleak at the moment.
It is a little bit, but that is indeed Cloud Factory.
So these amplifiers are made in the UK by Cloud in their factory in Sheffield. Some of you may have seen the 225 with this face cover on. I've actively been trying to facelift these older units to have this style of front on. This looks a bit dated now, but unfortunately Cloud don't have a 3U CXV 425 new style cover in stock. They did, however, have the new style cover for these. As you can see here, I've got two CXV 225 amplifiers here, both of which are fully working at the moment. It came with this cover on, but they had a service and some repair works, and now they're sporting the new cover with the gel Cloud logo. And it also note that the 500 watt branding is emitted on the newest faceplate. This one doesn't have the gel cover, it just has the standard flat cover, which was common on some of the older ones, but what these have is the old construction where it's a painted metal finish. But anyway, onto the amplifier themselves. What makes these special in somewhat sense is that 100 volt line is notoriously bad for its quality, namely because of the transformers involved. The whole system is engineered for voltage rather than current, and current typically is what delivers the bass in an audio system. So you're not off to a great start there if you're wanting to achieve a high fidelity kind of sound and people perceive bass as quality. Whether that's true or not is up to you. So yeah, 100 volt line is notorious for squelching and just voice only. However, these amplifiers are quite special because they were engineered at a time when Bose had developed a lot of high quality 100 volt line speaker systems, as did many other manufacturers, and these amplifiers don't utilise the step up transformer. Instead, they have a very high voltage rail and a classic Class AB amplifier output stage that drives the speaker line directly, with an overall design of where there isn't loads of current in the power supply, but there is a significant amount of voltage. In these you have a plus minus voltage rail of 160 volts DC and the 170 AC voltage rail, which I believe is for the biasing circuit. I can confirm these units weren't the lightest units ever manufactured. They're quite heavy, thanks to the nice toroidal mains transformer. As I say, heavy they may be, but heavy they aren't relative to maybe some other 100 volt line transformer amplifiers that have got 4 outputs devices on there. So ultimately you've got maybe 5 transformers if you include the mains transformer. These don't have that, they only have the big mains. This thing is almost like a touring amp. It's got 2 great big fans on the back and a giant transformer. But as I say, these are designed to drive voltage on a distributed sound system and not current. This is a customer service announcement. Can a staff member please be in the kitchen? Now what's funny is if we power up the 225, it sounds quite reasonable, right? There's no kind of huge fan. Wait until you fire up the big one, because effectively it has double the fans that this does. It has the same size of fan. You can't actually see where it is on here because the fan's in the centre. It pulls the air from the front and out the sides, whereas this one pulls it in the front, pulls all the crap and shit through it, and absolutely disgraces all the PCBs with God knows how many years worth of dust, and kicks it out there through these fans. And I have cleaned that out, and believe me, it weren't fun. I don't think my lungs were ever the same since.